What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. So today, as you can see, we got a bold on bold look going on today. We're going to be doing a fun little tutorial using some brand new goodies. I like a first impression, but also as a first impression on the brand Melt Cosmetics, which I have not ever played with, which I'm kind of sad about. I was going to buy this palette when it first launched, but guess what? It sold out like hotcakes. So now it is finally back, and it is beautiful, and I'm excited about playing with this for you guys today. I have that, and I also have the blueprint stack right here. So of course, as you can see, we have all these beautiful blue and neutral shades inside of here. So we are playing with this, and a few other fun goodies like a Tarte foundation, Juvia's Place highlighter, and a ColourPop eyeshadow palette as well, and all that other fun jazz. So if you'd like to see how I got this really fun look, what the real tea is on these products and what I think of them and how they perform, then keep on watching. So it is time to get started with this eye look. Of course, I already have my eyeshadow base on. It's Painterly Paint Pot as always, and now it is time to go in with this, of course, eye look. So as you probably can hear, I'm not feeling the greatest. Like, my throat still really hurts, and also my nose is like stopped up, so I sound terrible. But we're gonna be playing with makeup today. Why not? So I have actually 3 palettes I'm gonna be playing with today. Well, 3 eyeshadow products pretty much, because one didn't have a transition color, so I needed one of those. So we're gonna be playing with the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Sessions palette. Of course, the packaging has little pot leaves. Open it up, and you're gonna get 8 beautiful green tone shadows. I think it's absolutely stunning. We also have the Melt Cosmetics Blueprint stack, which, as you can see, there are 8 shadows as well. They are split pans, and they are, of course, the stack. And last but not least, we're also going to be playing with the Zoella X ColourPop Brunch Date palette, because I never got a chance to play with this one. The outside packaging is really cute. Open it up, and you're going to see all of these beautiful neutral with 1 pop shades. And personally, for me, I'm not a big fan of a palette that's like all neutrals and a pop of blue. I really feel like that's starting to become a thing now. It's kind of weird. I'm not really loving that, so whatever. So I think just to get started with this look, I really want to go in with some transition, because the shades that are in both of those palettes are very, very dark. So I want to kind of get the crease going a little bit before I go in with those. So I'm going to go in with the shade Maple Syrup to get started. I'm just going to apply this all over the crease and just kind of blend it out as like my transitional shade before we lay down some more color. I'm just taking a little bit of the shade Mimosa right here and just kind of packing that over top of this shadow, blending them two together. So now that we're going to put that one away for now, I'm going to go in with the Smoke Sessions palette from Melt. I'm going to actually go in with this shade right here, which is called Sour Diesel. It is a dark shade, but I also feel like maybe it's going to have like a greenish tint to it. I'm going to use that just kind of for the crease, like as a smokier color. Now that we're getting that laid down and looking good, I'm just going to take a little bit of some color on the outer corner, just kind of like mix everything together, because right now I feel like there's like a little bit of transition, but there's a lot of darkness going on. I'm going to go in with the Blueprint stack with this dark brown shade, which is called Hammered. Okay, so now it is time for lid color. Finally, I'm going to go back in, of course, with the Melt Smoke Sessions palette. I'm actually thinking about going in on the lid with this shade Grand Daddy right here. And I might do like the inner corner with like Gravity OG. These 2 colors together are absolutely stunning. I did a few little swatches right here. I might wet the brush as well, just in case, just because I know that this shade looks very metallic and very glittery. I want to make sure that there is little to no fallout. Okay, so the eyes are looking good so far. We're going to go back to them, of course, but it's now time for the face and some more first impressions with you guys. Now, since we're going in with foundation, which is a first impression, this is not. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer, which honestly I've been fucking obsessed with recently. So I'm just going to apply this before we get in to the rest of this face. So now I'm going to go in with my foundation as always. We're just going to get ready to go with it. I'm going to actually be using this new foundation from Tarte because I wanted to try it out. This is the Found Sealer, or I should say Babascu Found Sealer skincare foundation, SPF 20, etc. blah blah blah. It's on retail for $39, blah blah blah. I have the shade Fair Neutral, which I think will be the closest match for me. But really quick, let me give you guys some information on it, because of course this is a very interesting claim on it. It is a vegan skincare foundation, aka your total complexion solution. This vegan makeup and skincare hybrid delivers an ultra comfortable, natural, radiant finish and medium customized coverage so you can live your day your way. Helps hydrate and give the appearance of plumper skin while minimizing the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Protects SPF 20. Formulated with nourishing super balm Babascu, essential fatty acids and antioxidants, and a lot of other stuff. I mean, let's just get going with it. I really think it's really weird that they call it the Found Sealer, like a foundation concealer, because it's medium coverage. And I'm like, so, you know, a little twist, pump it up. So this definitely does give it a nice, like, dewier finish. The color actually looks really good. It did dry down a little darker, but the coverage is actually really nice. Like, I was expecting it to be more sheer and medium, but it looks really good. Like, it's covering my redness really nicely, and it's looking fresh on my skin. So, not hating it, because I've had some issues with Tarte's foundations in the past, like almost every single one of them except for the Face Tape, and now I think this one I have had issues with. I'm liking it so far. So now I'm going to go in with my Magic Star Concealer, obviously in the shade C3. This one is going to be like perfect for this foundation color too. I am super fucking obsessed with this concealer, like you have no idea. So I used the Beauty Bakery Flower Setting Powder to finish off this look. So far, still looking really good. Now I feel like I'm a little bit more matte, which is kind of what I wanted. But at the same time, it still looks really good. The foundation and the concealer mixed together looks really good. So anyways, I'm going to go back in with the shade Sour Diesel right now for the lower lash line. I'm going to use that just kind of tie in the look together with the upper lash line. Now for the lower lash line, I was going to do something different. I didn't really want to go back in with green. I was thinking about going in with the Blueprint Stack, and I'm going to go in with this beautiful metallic shade, which is called King Stud. I'm actually going to use that one for the lower lash line, but I'm going to, of course, wet the brush, because, of course, there's going to be a little bit of fallout, because, you know, it's metallic, so let's try this out. For inner corner, I'm going to go in with this shade, which I accidentally dropped, and it kind of shattered a little bit, which is called Skylight. I'm going to use that for my inner corner highlight. So now for brow bone highlight, I'm going to go in with this shade in the Smoke Sections palette, which is called Blue Dream. I'm just going to apply that with a dry brush. Just top it all off. I'm going to go back in with the Brunch Date palette, and I'm going to go in with the shade Champagne Toast and use that for that brow bone highlight. So now, the Melt Cosmetics, I have never ever used Melt Cosmetics products before. This is like my first impression on the brand itself too. The metallics in the palettes are super pigmented, but they're also very, very, very soft. So be careful, because I literally just almost dented like 3 pans because they're so soft. You don't want to go too hard in the pan. So now that the eyes are pretty much done, I'm going to throw on some mascara, some lashes, and some brows, and I'll be right back to finish off this entire look with you guys. Now that we got the eyes done, it is looking fucking good so far. It is time to go in with the rest of this face. So now for blush, I'm going to go in with this Bronze Cheek Leader palette from Benefit. I'm going to go in with the shade Coralista. I'm going to go in with the NARS Laguna bronzer for this cheek. Another first impression, or more affordable first impression, is the Tribe Highlighter Volume 3 by Juvia's Place. This one is definitely going to be more of like a light kind of color. For lip, because I want to go with something a little bit more bold, I'm going to go in with Dirty Money from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Here we go, you guys. This is the final look, doing this fun first impressions, just very bold makeup look, and I'm really living for it. The lip, of course, is a little bit overdrawn, but that's just because I wasn't getting a clean line out of it, but that's completely fine. But then the rest of this looks actually looking really good. The Tribe highlighter from Juvia's Place is blinding. It's beautiful. It went on super pigmented without it looking chalky or ashy. I really like this highlighter, and it's really affordable. I think it's like $15 though, but you do get like a lot of product in here, and it does go on really pigmented. The Found Sealer, I don't hate it so far. I don't love it yet because I don't know if it's going to be a long wear or not, what it's going to do throughout the day. But from a first impression standpoint, I think that it went on beautifully. It looks really nice. The powder went on beautifully with it. So I think that everything about the foundation actually looks really good so far. But just from a first impression standpoint, I think it looks beautiful. We also have the two Melt Cosmetics products, which are, of course, the star of this video pretty much. The Smoke Sessions palette was actually really nice. It's buttery, it's smooth, and it glides like a dream. But same thing with this one and this one. I accidentally dropped this stack. As you can see, this one's already kind of a little bit dusty right now too. Now with Melt Cosmetics, some of their shades are very buttery to the touch. All of them are really buttery to the touch, but some of them are a little bit more of a chunkier metallic. So that shade right there, and then the last shade, the blue one in this palette right down here too, are more chunky. So when I was trying to dig into the brush, I realized I was getting way too much product. So go very, very, very soft with these shades, definitely. But I would say the blue print stack is actually really nice too, because you get a lot of different colors in here. Same thing with the Smoke Sections palette. I definitely think that this palette is a really good green palette, and it definitely is very beautiful to look at. Thank you guys so much for watching this really fun, bold tutorial. Make sure you thumbs it up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the very near future. Love you. Bye.